not ideally the first One Piece movie I wanted to review on my channel, but seeing as how it's Mecha May, I decided to start with this one, being One Piece Giant Mechanical Soldier of Karakuri Castle. Or as many might know it as, that One Piece movie where Chopper's voice sounds weird, which is because the original voice actor for Chopper, Utani Iku, was pregnant during the time, so around this time for both the anime and movie she was replaced by Ikura Kazu. But with that bit of trivia out of the way, it's time to go into the plot, which opens up with the Straw Hats finding a treasure chest only to find an old lady. Well, not exactly the treasure they were looking for, this old lady has some information regarding a giant golden crown hidden within her island. However, her island is currently under the control of her son, Ratchet. No, not that Ratchet, though that'd be one hell of a crossover. Who with his giant mechanical army seeks the same treasure, and with that we have our movie. And it's a pretty fun ride. Sure, it doesn't have much to offer when compared to other One Piece movies, but the comedy as always is hilarious with the various zany and over-the-top gags and character quirks the series is known for, and it's great seeing the Straw Hats go for a treasure hunt for once. I mean, sure, they go on lots of adventures like normal pirates, but you never really see them snooping around for treasure that often. The action in this movie isn't too memorable and pretty brief, though the final fight with Luffy and Ratchet's giant mech was awesome and probably had one of the best scenes in the movie. Speaking of the mechs, considering a lot of characters including even Oda himself having a huge passion for giant robots, I'm honestly very surprised this movie didn't really embrace it more. I mean, sure, there are quite a few giant robots in this movie, but I felt like they could have done so much more with this concept. Maybe they should have waited a bit more with the story idea until Frankie officially joined the crew, which could have boosted the mecha action even further, but I guess we have to take what we have. And you may have already noticed it by now through the clips I've been showing, but I'm going to address it here right now. The fuck is up with Nami's boobs in this movie? I mean, Robin's at times get a little unnatural here, but Nami's boobs just jiggle non-stop in this movie, and considering that compared to some of the other One Piece movies, this movie doesn't have too much visual flair, I think it's pretty safe to say most of the animation went into making these boobs bounce as much as humanly possible. But anyways, before I wrap up, let's talk about the villain. While I did like his design and the gag of him being a genius that could build giant robots, but still do and say a lot of stupid things, was pretty funny at times, and he didn't really feel like much of a threat. I mean, Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji pretty much breezed through Ratchet and his team, and to make matters worse, it's really hard to take a guy seriously where by the time the credits roll, you see him getting spanked by his mom. Anyways, while this movie isn't anything too special, it does have a couple noteworthy scenes, funny moments, and plenty of boob jiggle. But considering the potential this movie had along with its pretty weak villain, I say this movie is just average.